So in this video we will cover implementation part of the linked list. In my early video I have covered the theoretical part of a linked list. Hope you have watched it. So linked list, I'll cover up a little bit of basics part. So this is a linked list is made from nodes. Okay, nodes contain some part of data, and a node has two things. One is the value, and the second thing, it contains the next pointer. Next pointer basically points to some other node. Okay, this is what a node looks like, and a bunch of nodes make linked list. You can see here these are bunch of nodes that make up a linked list. Okay, now let's create a head of a node. A head is nothing but a first node. So how do we create a head node? We have to first create a struct. So why do we have to create a struct? See, a struct contains nothing but a representation of how a node should look like. Okay, what a node contains? A node contains data. A node contains a next pointer. So I'll just create a next pointer, something like this. So this is how we basically create a struct that basically represents how a node should, what is a node made up of. So a node is made up of data and a next pointer. So this struct represents node, nothing but a node. Okay, so I'll also create a constructor, and I'll tell you why we are going to create a constructor in a bit. So let's say a node to val. Okay, then data is equals to val, next is equals to null ptr, something like this. Okay, see, whenever we whenever we create an empty node, okay, I'll show you what is an empty node. This is an empty node. Okay, empty node contains nothing, no data, no nothing. So whenever we create an empty node, this constructor will be automatically called, and what it does, see, whenever we assign some value now, it will assign the data value that is basically representing a node. This data will be assigned with some specific value, and the next pointer will point to the null ptr automatically. So this is why we are using the constructor. It will become very easy because we don't have to write this code, data is equals to val, next is equals to null ptr again and again in the program. Okay, so that's why we are using this constructor. So let's create a node, head null ptr. So what I have done here is, see, this is a head in the sense key, the first part. Okay, let me open another. So this is a head, because why it is called head, because this is representing the first node. So the first node is always called as head. Okay, so what I have done here is, in this code I have created a head. Okay, and whenever I create a head, it is going to initially be a null only, because we are not inserting any value. Now if I want to insert any value, what I need to do is, I need to create a function insert at head. Okay, what is insert at head and insert at tail? There are two things that we can, or two types of insertion we can do in the linked list. One is insert at head, means whatever value that we want to insert, that will get appended at the starting position. Okay, let me show you once again. So this is 10. Okay, this is the value 10 that I want to insert in this linked list. Okay, so what insert at head means, it means that I want to insert this 10 at the starting position. That is the meaning of insert at head, and that is what we are doing here. Okay, I will create a function insert at head, and I'll pass two things. One is the head itself, which is this, because a linked list should start from somewhere, right? It cannot directly start from an empty. We have to give this linked list, it should start from somewhere, and what value that I want to insert, that I have to pass in this function. Okay. I'm going to declare this function and look into the declaration part very closely. Value to be inserted, struct inserted. Okay, you can see here what I have done here. I have created a function insert at head, means I'm going to insert at a starting position. Okay, starting position in the sense I have already told you I have 1, 2 and 3. Okay, 3. So this is a linked list I have, and I want to insert 10 at the starting position, something like this. Okay, something like this. I want to insert 10 at the starting position. So that is how I'm going to do in this. I'm going to write a logic inside this function to perform this operation insert at head. So how will I do it? See, I have value that I want to be I want to insert. I also have a head. So what I'll do is simply I'll create a dummy node. So what is dummy node? Now see, I need to, this is nothing but a value. Okay, this is nothing but a value. This is nothing but a value. What is this? 10. This 10 I need to first create a node. I need to put this 10 inside this node. Then only I will be able to insert this node to the linked list that is given here, head. Okay, otherwise it is not possible. We cannot insert an integer value in directly to the linked list. It is not possible. We have to create a node first, empty node. Empty node के अंदर we have to put this value 10 or any value that I want to insert, and then once this node is ready, we are going to push this node in the linked list. So let me create a dummy node, new node. Okay, now it is ready. So this is how we create a dummy node, but inside we have to put some value, right? See, I have created a dummy node now. This is an empty node that I have created, dummy node. Inside this dummy node, I need to insert the value that I want to push to the linked list, 10. So how do I put that? I just have to directly copy and paste this. So this is how I have done this. Okay, now I have created a node that basically contains value 10. Okay, so now I need to do, what I need to do is basically dummy node next head is equals to dummy node. Okay, you can see here I don't have to return anything in this function. Why? Because I'm basically using a reference value. So whatever changes I do with the head value, whatever changes I'll do inside this function, it will automatically appear in this main function also. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm creating a dummy node. Okay, I'm creating a dummy node. I'm making it point to the head. Head is what? Initially head is null. Okay, initially head is null. Okay, initially head is null. Now I'm making it point, I'm whatever the node that I have just now created and inserted 10 to it, that I'm basically pointing it to the head. So this way I will be able to insert. Let me show you the other. So this 10 I'm basically inserting to some head. Okay, and I'm making the head has this dummy node. Now this 10 will be the new head now. And let me just show you the display also. How do we have to display disp function node head. Okay. Then while head is not equals to null ptr, we have to keep on iterating, and we have to basically head is equals to head dot next. We have to keep on iterating and then increment the head until we reach the null ptr. Okay, head dot data, this is what we have to print, and then this, and then null value. Okay, so initially I have inserted 10. Okay, and if I run this code, we can, okay, character, let me just run this once again. So I have called the function here. So whenever I call a function, I need to just pass the head. So when I pass the head, what happens? This 10 will be the new head, okay, and it will print me 10 and the null. So that is what it is printing me here. Let me just clear the screen and let me just insert few more nodes. Okay, 20, 30, 40, and then 50. This is the implementation part. So this is how we have to implement the linked list. Okay, so I have initially I have inserted 10 and then 20 and then 30 and then 40 and then 50. So what output should I get? 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 and then null. If I run this, see, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 and then null. This is what the output I am getting. So this is the insert at head implementation part. I hope you understood. Let me explain once again. This struct represents the whole node. This constructor I'm writing because I don't want to write the whole this logic once again. Next is equals to null ptr, data is equals to val. I need to write this. Okay, if I don't write this in a constructor, right, I need to write this here somewhere. Okay, I need to write this. That is why I don't want to write this. So whenever we create a node, right, new node, so automatically this data will be whatever value that we want to insert, it will be automatically given to this data, this node, and the next pointer will automatically point to the null ptr. Okay, this is the use case of the constructor. And insert at head, what we are doing is the value that I want to insert, I'm creating an empty node. Inside that empty node, I'm putting this value, and this empty node that I've just now created, that next pointer should point to the head, something like this. Okay, and now this head will become, or it will come back to the this here dummy node. And here in the display function, we are basically iterating every single node and then printing one by one. This is what we are doing here. Okay, this is the insert at head. Insert at tail I'll show in the next video. Thank you.